What's going on, YouTube? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna talk again about cryptocurrency with respect to Bitcoin. You know, none of this is financial advice. But let's say a person is a hobbyist. You're into crypto and this is what you like. You like to get involved with crypto. You're an enthusiast, an investor, a miner, or just someone who, is doing research. Just by virtue of math, numbers don't lie. If all the richest people in the world were to jump in the cryptocurrency market, if all of the institutions in the world, if all the governments in the world were to jump into the cryptocurrency market and create some form of rally or interest, generate some type of interest to acquire Bitcoin, they will all not be able to even own one. They won't be able to even own one Bitcoin. As a hobbyist, as a person, who's interested in the market, who does this by leisure, and you start to, let's say, mine Bitcoin or buy pieces of Bitcoin, however you want to do it, invest or even earn, you're setting yourself up in a certain way where, should this thing really succeed? Should this thing really expand? Because from what it looks like, the only way you can shut down Bitcoin, the only way you can shut it down is if the internet shuts down completely. The internet doesn't seem like it's going to shut down anytime soon. So Bitcoin doesn't seem like it's going to disappear anytime soon. And if you have people who are owners or holders who are hodling, let's say, one coin, if there are only going to be 21 million coins ever mined in existence, and you have billions of people on the planet, by virtue of math again, it's impossible for everyone to own one. So when the demand increases for Bitcoin, given the scarcity, given the limited amount, and given the desire, you can't be surprised if the prices go through the roof. I mean, skyrocket. Again, by virtue of math, numbers don't lie. I believe I read somewhere where if everyone on this planet Earth, they say there's an average of 7 billion people on the planet, if everyone wanted to buy Bitcoin, I guess what I read was everyone would receive 0.28. I haven't done the math, so please don't quote me or crucify me if I get the numbers wrong, but the person said at least 0.28 would be the number that everyone would be able to hold. I don't know, but it's still not one whole coin. Can you imagine what the future is going to look like when one Satoshi becomes parity, let's say with 1 cent, US cent, or 1 Satoshi? Imagine 1 Satoshi reaches parity where it's 1 Satoshi equals $1. If one Satoshi is equal to $1, then one Bitcoin would be worth $100 million. I mean, this is math. This is math we're talking about here. This is math. I'm just putting things out there as far as math, playing with the numbers. No one has a crystal ball. But one thing, if the internet continues, Bitcoin will continue. If the internet continues, the altcoins after Bitcoin will grow. Not all, but some will. People who are interested. I mean, you have people, institutions and groups, Goldman Sachs, TD Ameritrade, from what I'm hearing, is testing their platforms. I don't know if it's through their Thinkorswim product, but they're actually testing their trading Bitcoin and Litecoin on paper. TD Ameritrade. What does that tell you? Not to mention all the other institutions that are doing whatever it is that they're doing to get ready to jump in the market. Not to mention all the governments in the world that actually currently hold Bitcoin. This technology that's ever so vast and constantly changing at such a rapid pace. You're talking about technology, something that grows constantly. Whatever is hot today may be cold tomorrow because there's something better that's coming. There's constant improvements being made. Okay? As time goes by, from what I'm understanding, it gets harder and harder not only to acquire Bitcoin, but also the equations by way of the mathematical equations that miners use to solve, to receive block rewards, become harder over a period of time. This thing was done by design, to make it difficult for people to receive Bitcoin through time. And then you have halvings, where every 4 years, the rewards that miners receive are cut in half through time, over time, increasing scarcity, reducing the amount that the miners can receive or earn as far as their block rewards. Okay, people say Bitcoin can't stand next to gold. People say that Bitcoin is a joke, it's a scam, it's whatever it is. I'm just talking from a perspective of obtaining information and studying what this is all about. Because I remember in the early 90s when the internet, hit the world, people were actually intimidated by the internet and thought that wouldn't last. And decades later, here we are. Here we are, surrounded by everything connected to the World Wide Web, Internet of Things, Internet of Money by way of cryptocurrency now is also an aspect of what is to come. They say it's the wave of the future. People didn't understand that when the internet hit. People didn't understand what emails were about. People didn't understand how the internet affected the world and shaped the world. And people are saying Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is the answer to the legacy financial economic problems that currently exist. Whether it's yay or nay is going to remain to be seen. But this is not going anywhere, people. It's just not going anywhere. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is under $5,500, just slightly under $5,500, $5,500 US. right? It's gone through its up and downs and all-time highs and all-time lows and fluctuations, and it's incredibly volatile. Should this thing reach a certain level where it's much higher than it is right now, let's say in 2021, 2023, 25, 2030, and it reaches $500,000, $1 million or more, or a little less, people are going to look back now and say, I wish I would have jumped into this when it was 5,500. Again, this is not financial advice. This is about gathering information and being aware of what's going on around the world. There are governments that are enacting sanctions. There are governments that have their own currencies that are collapsing throughout the world, and they're seeking crypto and Bitcoin as a source of relief to be able to enact and effect transactions. Okay? These things are not going anywhere. You have institutions like JP Morgan Chase instituting their own cryptocurrency, something that the head of JP Morgan Chase denounced years ago, and at the same time he denounced it, his company was acquiring Bitcoin. Okay? These things are happening, people. These things are not going anywhere. This is what's taking place for a reason, and it's in our best interest, I think, to just be aware of what's going on and be a little prepared when the changes do hit, because you could see it coming. Like once, just like when the internet started. And if you look at stocks, people often talk about they wish that they had bought shares of Amazon when Amazon first, was trading on the market, when it was a lot cheaper than what it is today. Or other technology stocks, Netflix, Google. Cryptocurrencies are not stocks, but people get into altcoins because they want to also chase the next Bitcoin, because they see and understand something that many don't. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later.